Steam Deck tips and tricks to get more from your PC gaming handheld. The Steam Deck has been a revolution, but if you only just got one, here are some tips and tricks to help you have an even better time with it. In this continuous live stream, I will share Steam Deck shortcuts for quick access to features like screenshots, force-closing games, and adjusting brightness. Set a lock screen pin to keep others from accessing your Steam Deck and messing with your library. Stream games from your gaming PC to the Steam Deck over Wi-Fi for more storage space and better performance, and so much more. The Steam Deck has remained one of the best handheld video game consoles ever since it launched towards the beginning of 2022, and with the OLED version now released, it's not changing anytime soon. Apart from making PC gaming accessible and portable, one of the things that makes the Steam Deck great is how customizable it is. There's so much you can do with the Steam Deck, so many things that keep us coming back to it. Here are some of the best Steam Deck tips and tricks we've discovered through our time gaming on it. Number 1. Steam button. Plus R1 allows you to take a screenshot. Number 2. Steam button plus. Hold B allows you to force close any game. Number 3. Steam button plus X allow you to bring up a virtual keyboard. Number 4. Steam button plus. Left joystick up allows you to raise your brightness. Number 5. Steam button plus left joystick down allows you to lower your brightness. Number 6. Steam button plus D-pad right emulates the enter key on a keyboard. Number 7. Steam button plus D-pad down emulates the tab key on a keyboard. Number 8. Steam button plus D-pad left emulates the escape key on a keyboard. Number 9. Steam button plus trackpad, right stick, right trigger for left click, allows you to bring up a mouse cursor. Number 10. Steam button plus L2 allow you to right click once in mouse mode. Number 11. Steam button plus R2 allows you to left click once in mouse mode. Number 12. Steam button plus L1 allows you to use a magnifier tool. Tip 1. Steam Deck a lock screen pin. If you don't want family members or friends getting into your Steam Deck and messing with your library, there's good news. You can add a pin. To turn the pin settings on, go to Menu, Settings, Security. Set a pin you won't forget and choose whether to require one when waking or turning the Steam Deck on, when logging in, when switching to desktop mode, or any combination of these three. Tip 2. Send the Steam Deck to sleep. Between gaming sessions, you don't need to turn your Steam Deck console off completely or even quit the game you're playing. Instead, you can suspend and resume your gameplay with ease by putting your Steam Deck into sleep mode while you're in-game, then switching it back on for your next session and resuming from the same spot. To put the Steam Deck to sleep, simply tap the power button and then tap it again to wake it. Tip 3. Stream games to your Steam Deck. There's another way to counter the storage space issue on the Steam Deck, and that's making use of Steam's remote play functionality, i.e. Steam Link. If you have a decent gaming PC with the Steam client and Steam games installed on it, you can stream the games over your home Wi-Fi from the PC to your Steam Deck. Tip 4. Turn on night mode to help prevent eye strain. Steam Deck's night mode can help prevent eye strain and can help your eyes and brain relax a little more if it's getting close to bedtime. It works by cutting down on blue light frequencies emanating from the Steam Deck's display. It might look a little orange when you first enable it, but your eyes should quickly adjust and will probably thank you for it. Or they would, if they had the ability. To turn on night mode on the Steam Deck, go to Menu, Settings, Display. From there, you can schedule the time to auto-enable night mode or enable it right away and adjust night mode's tint. Tip 5. Tweak Steam Deck performance settings. To tweak the Steam Deck's performance, click the three-dot menu button and navigate down to the battery section. Try tweaking both the FPS and refresh rate under the performance settings to either smooth out your experience or increase your battery life. Lower frame rates and refresh rates should improve battery life, but go too low and gameplay might become too choppy. You can also try out FSR as a scaling filter and lower your resolution to increase game performance. Try out some different combinations until you find something that works well for you. If you want to make adjustments just for the specific game you're playing, you should tick Use Per Game Profile before changing anything. Tip 6. Remap your controls and use your back paddles. To remap your controls while in-game, press the Steam button. Select Controller Settings. Hit A on the next screen to select Controller Settings. On this screen, you'll see a map of the current controls there, but you also have the option to add more by clicking Controller Settings. You can now remap various controls, but the other bonus here is that you can map the back paddles to whatever you want. The back paddles are rarely used for anything. There are 4 paddles marked L4, L5, R4, and R5. You can assign these to in-game controls and use them to play more comfortably. Tip 7. Adjust screen brightness. To reduce the Steam Deck's brightness, press the 3-dot button on the right-hand side of the Steam Deck to open the Options menu and tweak the brightness slider there. Tip 8. Get yourself a microSD card. We'd highly recommend purchasing a microSD card, or several, to give you access to more games with ease. Games won't load as fast that way compared to NVMe SSDs, but it's still great to have extra space without massive extra expense. Tip 9. Check out some in-game guides. To browse guides for the game you're currently playing, press the Steam button and select Guides. The Steam Deck really streamlines most of your handheld gaming tasks, such as changing performance settings and changing in-game controls. It does this for game guides, too. By browsing these player-submitted in-game guides, you can get the help you might need to beat that boss or that level, or find that hidden area. Tip 10. Adjust your graphics settings and optimize your game. If you try to play games on ultra settings, you'll likely find that the Steam Deck doesn't perform as well as you'd like. Try turning the graphics down a bit. We didn't find this to be necessary all the time, but dropping to high settings can make a smoother experience if you need it. The bonus here is it still looks great as it's only a small screen anyway. As PC gamers, we're used to being able to simply launch our games and bathe in the glory of visual delights. Tip 11. Connect other devices to your Steam Deck via Bluetooth or USB. Thanks to its Bluetooth capabilities, the Steam Deck has the ability to work with a variety of devices, including mice, keyboards, and headsets. So, if you need more granular controls, you can connect these devices pretty easily. Click the Settings button, then scroll to turn Bluetooth on. Now you can just pair your device and use it. This works with plenty of peripherals, too. You can also consider connecting devices via USB by using a USB hub that connects via USB-C. Simply connect the hub to the Steam Deck's USB-C port, and you'll have a few extra ports for your peripherals, or perhaps even a TV or monitor, to plug into. Tip 12. Check for Steam Deck updates. Valve is regularly crafting updates for the Steam Deck to improve functionality and user experience. We'd recommend regularly checking for updates for the Steam Deck. Do this by clicking the Steam button on the left side, then navigating to Updates. You'll see an exclamation point on System Settings when an update is ready. Some of Valve's updates for the Steam Deck have included some great improvements. One of our complaints about the Steam Deck initially was the fans were too loud, but Valve released a patch which made it much quieter. Tip 13. Check game compatibility for your Steam Deck. When you've got your hands on the Steam Deck, it's easy enough to see which games will work well. The ones in your library are already marked as Verified, Playable, Unsupported, Unknown. We've found that the list of playable games can quickly expand, so it's worth checking your library to see if new ones appear. Also, just because a game is marked as unsupported doesn't necessarily mean it won't work. We've seen some games that only required some controller tweaks in order to function. So if you already own a game and want to play it, don't let that label put you off trying. Tip 14. Force quit. if your Steam Deck freezes. If you found that your Steam Deck has frozen while you're playing, you can force quit with just a couple of button presses. Pressing the Steam button and B button together will force close any game that's causing a problem. Tip 15. Browse the desktop with desktop mode. To enter desktop mode on the Steam Deck, press the Steam button and select Switch to Desktop under Power. Desktop mode allows you to use a full desktop environment. You can browse the internet, send emails, move files, and even install applications like you would on a laptop or PC. Tip 16. Install Epic Games on your Steam Deck. If you've exhausted your catalog of Steam games or just want to play more, don't worry, because you can also install Epic Games on your Steam Deck. This might seem a bit like blasphemy, but if you don't mind some tinkering, it's easy enough to do. Tip 17. Upgrade your Steam Deck's internal storage. One other thing you can do to improve your Steam Deck is to upgrade the internal storage. The Steam Deck uses a compact NVMe SSD, which is relatively easy to upgrade. But it does take quite a few steps and a couple of whores to do. You need the right tools to get it open, not just a screwdriver and a lot of patience. But if you use a larger M2 2230 NVMe drive, you can get faster loading times than you would expanding your storage with just microSD card. If you upgrade your Steam Deck's SSD, you'll need to reinstall Steam OS and have to reinstall all your games. Tip 18. Know how to configure controller layouts. While there are default controls for most games, unless you start messing with emulators, there are ways to configure the controller layouts, whether you want to make a game playable on the Steam Deck or just have other preferences. It's also easy to do, thanks to community-supported layouts created by other users, but you can customize them yourself. All you have to do is go to a Games page, hit the controller icon on the right, and either View Layout or Edit Layout at the top. Clicking on the template box will show all available layouts for you to try. Tip 19. Organize your games in collections. Take it from somebody who's been buying games on Steam for over a decade. Your library will get unwieldy fast. You can search for games and sort them by date, purchased, or alphabetically, but it's a lot easier to find what you're looking for with collections. Just select a game in your library, hit the Options menu, and scroll down to Add To. You can add the game to an existing collection or create a new one. Now, when you jump to the Collections tab in your library, you'll see nicely sorted games. Tip 20. How to search for game guides. If you're having trouble in a game, you don't have to pick up your phone or go to your computer to search for guides. You can do it directly through the Steam Deck. Just go to the game's Steam page and tab over to Game Info. You'll find buttons for the store page, points shop, discussions, and more here, including guides. Hit the Guides button and you'll see user-submitted walkthroughs, explanations, and guides that can help you with your game. The Community Hub, which you can also find in this menu, is a great place to see screenshots, fan art, and news directly from the developers. Tip 21. Check out Steam sales and other events. There are a ton of games on Steam, so how do you know which ones to buy, and how do you do it without emptying your wallet? Steam holds sales multiple times a year, usually around major holidays or at the start of seasons, like summer. They'll be visible on the main store homepage, or you can check out other Steam deals in the meantime. Steam also supports events like Steam Next Fest, where you can download demos for smaller games to build out your wish list, or based around specific genres like strategy games or visual novels. If you're looking for a way to build out your library or learn about new games, this is the best way to go. Tip 22. Decky customization. Many Steam Deck users might have heard of Decky Loader already, but if not, it's an add-on to the Steam Deck that opens up a world of customization and configuration across all elements of the handheld. Through Decky, players can install plugins that allow them to change the look of specific aspects of the Steam OS, like the layout of games, or even the displayed artwork. The menu sounds can be altered too, and even background music can be added. Or, if it's a technical configuration that are desired, Decky has plugins that open up more options for GPU management, battery life, and more. Tip 23. Cloud game streaming. Much like streaming TV and movies, the Steam Deck can access cloud gaming services like Xbox Cloud Gaming, making games owned on Xbox, or via Game Pass, playable on the Steam Deck, albeit through a browser. But it works great. Official instructions on how to set it up can be found on Microsoft's website, and it makes for a great addition to the Deck's utility. Being able to access the volume of games. Game Pass holds on a handheld is almost reason alone to own a Steam Deck. It's a simple process involving logging into cloud gaming on any browser in desktop mode, and then adding the browser link as a non-Steam game. Once done, Xbox Cloud Gaming will show in the Games Collection tab. This live stream will continue to be updated with more tips as the days go on and on. So consider subscribing, hit the like button to help more Steam Deck users learn more about this awesome handheld.